where you want it.
Bay 12, please.
Hello there, Halo fans, and welcome back to another Bay 12 video review. I told you there was more Halo Spartan Collection content coming, and here it is. Jega Rdomnai, the next figure in the Spartan Collection, and yes, I know he's not a Spartan. He's a Spartan hunter. That's kind of close, right? Well, Spartan Collection doesn't necessarily mean that this line is going to be nothing but Spartans, I suppose, and I'm not against that. I am looking forward to seeing more 7-inch scale characters in the Spartan Collection that aren't Spartans. And there's a lot more characters I hope to see other than elites, brutes, and more, because I would also like to see some regular human characters that aren't Spartans make it into the Spartan Collection at some point in the future. I think that would be really cool personally, but today we are reviewing the new Jega Rdomnai. This is the newest deluxe figure in the Spartan Collection line, and I like how he's also in that new blue packaging, and I dig the new blue packaging, by the way. So you can see him there. You got his little energy gauntlet on his left cybernetic arm there. You've got his signature red energy sword. You've got some swappable hands. You even have the new plasma carbine rifle right there from Halo Infinite, which hopefully one day we get the actual Covenant carbine back in Halo Infinite. Maybe, who knows? Probably not, but one can hope, right? Anyway, back to the packaging. You've got an image of Jega right there on that side. On the back, you've got some product shots and figures coming up very, very soon. I cannot wait for this wave of figures to drop. We've got Fred, so we can finally have a full squad of blue team. We get the Halo 3 Master Chief, and he does come with the battle rifle. Very excited for that. I'm also excited that the color palette on the figure looks correct, unlike the Halo 2 release of the Master Chief in the Spartan Collection. We also have Alice from Red Team to go with Jerome, so we'll have 2 members of Red Team now. And a Spartan Yokai with the neon Superfly coating from Halo Infinite. That's really cool. I know I was just talking about this in a previous review that I really hope to see the neon Superfly on a 7-inch scale Spartan. And not only are we getting that, but we're getting it on a cool Spartan design. I don't usually collect the generic non-named Spartan characters from the Spartan Collection, but I think I'm going to have to make an exception for this one because, 1, the Yokai armor is really, really cool, and 2, it's in that neon Superfly coating, and I really dig that. Now, the real question is, does it glow in black light like the neon Superfly Warthog and Spartan that we got in the World of Halo 4-inch scale? Well, stay tuned for that review to find out. And here is Jega right out of the packaging, and he's the biggest figure in Spartan Collection so far. If you haven't checked out our interview with Max, the brand manager of Halo for Jazzwares, he did talk about how there's potential for more races in the Spartan Collection going forward, and how they want to do brutes in this line too, and how massive those would have to be. And he's large for an elite, but brutes are still a good amount larger than this guy. So if you could just picture for a moment a brute next to this guy in this scale, how absolutely awesome that'll be. Jazzwares, I truly hope you make that happen. I very much want to see that become a reality, and I'll be happy to buy every single one of them that you do. Jega has a lot of impressive detail, articulation, and design that went into this figure based off of his appearance in the video game. I like the red tips on his prosthetic mandibles on his left side. I wish that maybe they painted a little bit more into the eye, because the eyes, much like the Arbiter figure, are just there. They're kind of just one solid color and unpainted. There's no like iris detail or anything like that, which is kind of a shame. I kind of wish they got the eye detail just a little bit better, but he more than makes up for it in his size and the detail everywhere else. You've got these like frayed metal bits where his armor is very damaged, and that's probably how he lost his regular arm to begin with. Of course, you've got his prosthetic arm right here. You've got his regular arm right here, and I love how drastically different they are. You've got these cool little armored panels that fold over each other on his spine. You've got these little running light areas in different places on the armor. You've got these cool little spikes. You've got these cool spikes on his feet. Overall, this is a very, very impressive figure. He's also fully articulated. Head is on a ball joint. The neck is also on a ball joint. Now, you don't have a whole lot of range of motion just due to the shapes and size of the neck, but you get some pretty cool and interesting poses still. You can still turn his head in cool and interesting angles, which is nice. Fully articulated shoulders for both arms. You have an upper bicep joint just below the shoulder joint on both arms as well. You have a single jointed elbow right here, and the mobility of that elbow joint does get hindered by the energy blade on his prosthetic arm right here, which is one of my few complaints about this figure. I really love the energy blades, and I love that they included that on his arms because that's a big part of his character design. However, I wish they also included an ability to just remove them because they are totally fixed to his arm right here. And as cool as it is, it eliminates some of the poses and displayability you can do with this character because this is just in the way at times and you can't really remove them. For example, you can't really have him hold his plasma carbine here with both hands because these get in the way and you don't have any rotation in the left arm at the elbow or low enough on the bicep to accommodate him to be able to cradle his weapon properly. And since you can't get his arm up enough, that just eliminates some of the stuff you can do with his left hand. His left hand is cool. You do get some cool swappable hands for his left hand. We've got this kind of just relaxed left hand that he comes packaged with in the box. And it's really cool to see a prosthetic full robot elite hand like this. You also get this one where his fingers are kind of just extended out. You get this one where it looks like he's pointing with his prosthetic hand. And that's pretty much it for the swappable prosthetic hand bits, which still cool. You still have full wrist articulation with them, and that's neat, but this is just in the way. I feel like this could have been easily accomplished where the energy blades just plug in, and it feels like you should maybe be able to wiggle them free. I haven't really tried to remove them because I don't want to risk breaking this, and honestly, I would just display it with them on anyway. I just feel as though it would have been nice if we had the option to take them off as well, is all I'm saying. Not really a serious complaint, not really a big complaint. But it is a note that needs to be mentioned because it does truly limit the displayability and playability of this figure. Now on his other arm, he does have a double elbow joint. He does have a good wrist joint, and he also comes with his hand in a more just kind of relaxed kind of position on his right. You also have a swappable hand where his fingers are split a little bit so that he can hold his energy sword, which of course you gotta have him pose with the energy sword because it's just the coolest, right? You have this upper torso articulation. It's on a ball joint. Now, you don't have a ton of mobility with that just due to the nature and shape of his torso. If you pull his back out a little bit, you get a little bit more, but that just looks really weird and like he's gonna need some more prosthetics. There's nothing in the lower waist. You do have full hip articulation, upper thigh. You have this first knee joint right here, which is fully articulated. You have their second knee joint right here that all the elites have. That is also fully articulated. Fully articulated ankle joints, and each toe, just like on the Arbiter figure in this line, is individually articulated as well. Real quick for comparison, here he is next to the only other elite in the Spartan collection so far, the Arbiter. And as you can see, he is taller than the Arbiter. And that's with them both standing at a normal elite posture. Fully extended, if you extend his legs, you can get him very, very tall, which I'll show off in a moment. And here he is next to the Master Chief from Halo Infinite. And Chief is the biggest Spartan in Halo Infinite by a good amount. And his head comes up to his shoulder. Just for size reference, how large Jega is next to Master Chief. It's very, very impressive. And like I said, you can get him to stand much, much taller if you extend his legs. So what you can do is you can take that, take that, take that, and take that. Now, it doesn't look quite right, and he kind of has a hard time standing with his legs all the way extended like this. But instead of his shoulder, now Master Chief only really comes up to just above his elbow, which that's another pretty significant size difference there. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's review featuring the new Halo Spartan Collection Jega Rdomnai, one of the Spartan headhunters and Eshrum's right-hand elite in Halo Infinite. Definitely one of my favorite characters from Halo Infinite, and what a cool coincidence it was that the two elites that they've done so far in the Halo Spartan Collection are both Keith David characters and both very cool elite characters in Halo. Stay tuned for more Halo content. Check out some of our other reviews here on Bay 12. Like and subscribe. Follow us on social media. Check out our other website, cooltoyreview.com, for toy reviews, news, and more. Like and subscribe to cooltoyreview.com on YouTube. Link in the description down below. And if you like Star Wars content, well, check out rebelscum.com. Like and subscribe and follow them on social media. And be sure to check rebelscum.com every single day for daily Star Wars content. If you're looking for cool action figures, toys, and more, well, come by our physical location, Order 66 Multiverse, in the shops at Willowbend Mall in Plano, Texas, which houses not only Bay 12, but also Order 66 Toys, which is the nation's official all-Star Wars store. And every Friday night, they go live on the Order 66 Toys Facebook page, and they sell all kinds of awesome Star Wars collectibles, toys, and more, and ship all around the world. We'll see you guys later. We'll see you another time. It's game over, man.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.